Swift has a published 6% error rate. Think about that for 1 second. Wow. If 6% of your Google searches resulted in no results, you would think like the internet is broken. The way Swift works is a little bit more like a postcard. I go to the US Postal Service box outside, I write a postcard, I write the address on it, I stick it in the mailbox.
Hoping it'll get there.
I have no idea what happens next. I don't know where it goes. I don't know how it gets there. I don't even know for sure it did get there.
Well, I think we are moving into a new world order. I think the internet of value, Ripple talks a lot about what payments look like, not just today, but in 10, 20 years. And when we think about that, we talk about this internet of value. How do we let value move the way information moves today? I think about the dynamic between Ripple and Swift, not dissimilar to the dynamic between, when Amazon in 1997, 1998, and you got Walmart. Certainly it's a David and Goliath kind of classic story. I think that the challenge is you're dealing with, when Ripple thinks about the future of the internet of value, really democratizing payments, reducing costs dramatically, increasing speed dramatically, we're really thinking about it the same way we introduced new technologies like TCP/IP and HTTP that became the internet of information.
What's up, guys? I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend so far. Something just popped up in my mind when I was creating this video, and I wondered what you guys might think about it. So, what if the U.S. government is playing the antagonistic card against Ripple to hide the fact that they are already working together? Just hear me out for a second. I don't know about you, but what if the selling point of this entire story is that other countries can finally get ahead of the U.S. in terms of banking and cross-border transactions? Most countries, if not all, will easily jump to the opportunity to at least get an upper hand against the U.S. dollar, and for some reason, Ripple kind of offers that. But what if it was all a ruse? That means that Ripple is working to secure deals with other countries as soon as possible and explains why they seem like they are in opposing sides. Was this on purpose? Well, let's find out. As always, welcome back to Money Side, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP Army. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. As we know, Ethereum and Bitcoin as of right now are China-controlled. Yes, I said it. And probably this is the one opportunity the U.S. has to finally be in control of cryptos. Anyway, a question was recently posted on Quora, and David Schwartz directly replied to it. The question was talking about XRP becoming a sort of digital U.S. dollar. Schwartz replied stating, they could take possession of Ripple's private network, but there's really no way they could take possession of XRP or the XRP ledger. It's a public resource operated by people all over the globe. They could create their own copy of the system just as they could with any other public ledger system. But then they'd have to compete with systems like Bitcoin and the XRP ledger. If the value of these systems comes from their decentralization, then why would people want to use one owned by the Federal Reserve? The design of public blockchain systems makes a lot of engineering sacrifices precisely to ensure that they can't be taken over or censored. They have no administrative functions. It wouldn't make sense to take over an existing system and completely destroy its value proposition. And to add to that, the White House finally releases a framework for responsible development of digital assets. And if you read through the document, this specific section will automatically pique your interests. In short, the U.S. has been a leader in this field and have always tried to mitigate harmful side effects of technological advancements. More on that, listen to this.
And we heard on the first panel that around centralization on China, and this is going to be a hard pill for Peter to swallow. But 80% of the mining power for Bitcoin is controlled by 6 mining pools, 5 of which are in China. Today, the policy certainty in the US exists for Bitcoin and Ethereum, despite the fact those are China-controlled platforms. So activity goes to those platforms. What we need to do from a policy perspective in the US is look at the places where there are uncertainty. And one place, I'm speaking directly for me here, is XRP, where it looks like Bitcoin, it's decentralized, it's open source.
These type of conversations are happening behind closed doors, and that is why we, the public, will never get to hear about this. Probably it's the same reason the SEC will fight so hard to hide documents that could reveal the U.S. government is working hand in hand with Ripple. Honestly, this entire case is a bait and not for the small fish, but for the big whales in different countries. And once that happens, XRP and Ripple will be legal in the US, and that is the final bullish strength that XRP needs to move to the next level. It's high time we wake up and read between the lines, read through the cracks. Otherwise, as a crypto investor, you'll easily end up losing. Bitcoin was a project and has no real-life value. We all know that. Ethereum helped to usher in the next phase of more realistic cryptos, for instance, XRP. And now we have cryptos that you can bank your entire life savings on without worrying that they might lose value. XRP and Ripple will bring in the next phase of cryptos, which includes CBDCs. So you're going to be left behind, or are you willing to bank on the banker's coin?
Do you ever see yourself as a non-US company, right? Like you're hiring a lot outside of the US. Do you ever see yourself as a non-US domiciled business?
It should not be lost upon you that Canada is not the US. We're opening a big office here. Look, I mean, it's like any industry. It's like any company. If the country you're based in is making it hard for you to be successful, you go other places. I mean, on a percentage basis, our growth is much more outside the United States than in the United States. 95% of our customers are non-US companies. So, look, we're going to continue to invest where we know what the rules are. Even though there are a lot of libertarian roots around crypto, my experience is most actors in crypto want to play by the rules. But we have to know what the rules are. And at the SEC, going back to one of the things you asked earlier, they have been fighting us on the disclosure of certain documents. So this is an entity, by the way, which keep in mind what the SEC does. They demand disclosure from the companies they regulate, and they won't disclose anything. They had a judge 14 months ago, tell them they need to disclose the notes associated with this very famous speech that happened 4 years ago saying that Ether is not a security. What are they hiding?
Yeah.
Like, why? It's been 14 months and they're still fighting to hide those notes.
So walk us back a little bit. Tell us why that particular speech was so
important,
significant for you, because you're not Ether, you're XRP. But why does that matter for you?
Well, so I'm Ripple. We use XRP. But look, in June of 2018, a director of corporate finance at the SEC named Bill Hinman gave a speech that was well known in the crypto industry because it really was the first time the SEC came out and said, Ether's not a security, and the reason it's not a security is because it's decentralized. I viewed that, and actually, now there's an email that the SEC has that I read that and sent an email to the team this is good news. If you look at that measurement stick, that's clear that XRP is not a security. Let's keep building. And now the SEC is first of all, they no longer will say ETH is not a security. The current chair, you ask him and he won't comment, which I don't know how you have one administration what are the rules? Let's just be clear about the rules. So for Ripple, I think that speech was important. I think for the industry, that speech is important. It does go back to Ripple's fighting this fight, not just for Ripple, but because the whole industry needs the certainty. The whole industry needs the clarity. If we want the United States, the largest economy in the world, to be a major player in crypto, we need this clarity and certainty. And so far, I'm very happy with how the court case has gone. Certainly, I wish it would have gone faster, to your point, around 2023. But we are fighting every step to make it go as quickly as possible.
As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can always let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next Money Side.